As the people are gathering in and finding your space in our, this is a big park because we got half of it shut off and we still have a whole atmosphere to work with. So I'm glad of that. Oh, is that her? Is she moving away from where she should be moving closer? M. Nzadi Keita. Somebody said they spotted her. Okay, well that's okay. That's all right. I'll talk to you for a little while, and I'll talk to Paula for a second. So, what I do, right? I'm a host, so these moments that happen as such, I have to fill a void. So that's what I'm gonna do. So what I do, right? I'm a poet. I have an event that I do called Coffee After Dark. I do it weekly. I do it in the Albany section at a great spot called G Spot Soul Food Cafe, and we do it every Thursday. It started right here in Germantown. So during the evening, we have an open mic set. We usually have a featured performance. But what I do my hosting thing. So what I do, right, I come up with definitions that may not be in your Encyclopedia Britannica or thesaurus. So when we call these caffeinated definitions because it's coffee after dark, and that just makes the most sense that this definition is not in your dictionary. It might can be added to your everyday repertoire. Y'all got that? I know I'm talking, but it's gonna make sense in a second. So this definition that I got is called a foot felony. And can y'all say that with me?
A foot felony.
One more time. I think it waved like, we were just like so. A foot felony. This is when a foot that should not be revealed to society shows up in an open-toe shoe. That's a foot felony. So if you see that person, you just know it is a psychological crime being committed as we speak. So you can add that one to your, just no charge. You can just use that. And when you use it, just think of me. That's all I'm saying. So okay. And what's your name, Gary? All right. So we're gonna bring up a storyteller at this moment to engage you, but she's going to do a poem. But her name is Storyteller.
People know me. You know me? Oh, okay. Okay, I'm Storytelling Irma, and I always do something a little different, okay? I get everybody involved. We have a beautiful night here under the stars, and it's for everybody. Because when I tell stories, everybody tells stories. When I say a poem, everybody says a poem. So I want everybody now to get a little beat going. Drummers too. Can you get beat going on you? I'm going to tell you about somebody in Philadelphia, okay? You may have seen it, okay? A bow-legged woman and a knock-kneed man met in Philadelphia at a hot dog stand. Would you like a bite? Don't mind if I do. He took one bite and she took two. Now everybody, hands up, hachi-chachi, hands down, down, down. Hands up, hachi-chachi, hands down, down, down. Hands up, hachi-chachi, hands down, down, down. Tap me on the shoulder and turn me around. Now the bow-legged woman had a big round head, teeth that were white and a dress that was red. The knock-kneed man had a hole in his shoe, stepped in the water and caught the flu. Achoo! Hands up, hachi-chachi, hands down, down, down. Hands up, hachi-chachi, hands down, down, down. Hands up, hachi-chachi, hands down, down, down. Tap me on the shoulder and turn me around. Now the bow-legged woman said, my. You gotta take your medicine, lest you'll die. 2 parts of vinegar, 1 part of fat. You'll be together just like that. Hands up! Hands down, down, down. Hands, let me hear you. Down, down, down. Hands up! Hands down, down, down. Tap me on the shoulder and turn me around. Now the knock-kneed man did just what she said to do. And soon he was better, just like new. Jumped out of bed, ran into town, did the hoochie-coochie and kissed the ground. Hands up! Hachi-chachi, hands down, down, down. Hands up! Hachi-chachi, hands down, down, down. Hands up! Hachi-chachi, hands down, down, down. Tap me on the shoulder and turn me around. Now I'll tell you this story. You know that it's true. You want to get a wife, is what you got to do. Get a bow-legged woman. Make her your wife, yes. And you'll be happy for the rest of your life. Hands up, hachi-chachi, hands down, down, down. Hands up, hachi-chachi. cha hands down, down, down. Hands up, cha cha hands down, down, down. Tap me on the shoulder and turn me around. Now that's my contribution. I want you to stay involved with this whole program. It's your program. Get into it. All right? Thank you so much.
Where was I? Cafe Atmosphere, my inspiration for doing coffee, cafe, and poetry. So, as what I would call myself a coffee master, I humbly started as something called a barista. And I used to work at 2 cafes at once. So I had a lot of time in this atmosphere. So I would get creative in these spaces. And this is where I would come up with some of my poetry at. So this poem I'm about to do for you is in the cafe atmosphere from the mindset of what you would call a barista, the person who makes your latte or drink. And this poem is called I Have a Bright Idea. Now this impatient customer comes in and he wants his drink in a flash. But he's got 7 customers ahead of him. He thinks no one wants theirs just as fast. He wants a 5-shot Americano filled all the way up in the grande cup. And how do I know he wants it filled all the way up? Because on his way up to the coffee bar, he kept reminding me so. He had this irritating voice like, hey buddy, make sure that Americano's filled all the way up. And I'm like, gotcha. But see, he's antsy. He said he left the meter running on the taxi and I could feel his breeze of disgust as he paces hyperactively past me so fast he seems to have eyes in the back of his head that look back at me. He said, buddy, you need to hurry up. Inside my mind I said, don't make me laugh, but then I got a bright idea. Just give him decaf. Thought y'all were like that. He's too hyperactive. That's right. Then this lady came in and said she wants a piece of banana bread. But she wants the 3rd piece from the bottom and make sure it's not a corner. Is it gluten-free all in one breath? I'm like, yes. She said, I'm sorry, did the prices go up and did you get the 3rd piece from the corner? And is that gluten-free? I'm like, yes, yes, yes. She keeps going on about how she left the gift card somewhere back at the market where she went to purchase some Swiss chard. 30 minutes later, she held up the line all that time and said, I hope I wasn't the best, but then I got a bright idea. Yes, yes, you are a pest. You should have got lost with your gift card. I ain't say that out loud. I needed my job at the time. My inside voice. Then this heavy-set man comes in heaven sent on getting a 8-shot, extra whip, heavy cream, white chocolate mocha. He just had triple bypass and he no longer smokes. And he said a quote I heard before, don't cheat yourself, treat yourself, as he smacked on a pound cake of lemon loaf. He said, please, I don't mean to be a pain, but can I get like 2 more pumps of chocolate? I mean, I go to my AA meetings and I'm not considered no longer an alcoholic. He said, please more espresso with cream and chocolate. I agreed and said, I feel you, but then I got a bright idea. If it ain't the alcohol or the bypass, this white chocolate mocha is gonna kill you. And that's my bright idea. So that's it, I got a little angry. I did a flashback. I felt my neck muscle contracting because, you had to keep this